A solo traveler named Mark was driving his beat-up van through the vast, desolate stretches of Arizonian desert. Night had fallen, casting a velvety darkness that only the dashboard's illuminations could pierce. He had set his bearings for a small town, his maps app promising a shortcut that seemed too good to be true. The clock ticked past midnight, when a peculiar exit appeared out of nowhere, adorned with a flickering streetlight that cast eerie shadows along the cracked asphalt. Its presence wasn't marked on any map, but the restlessness in Mark's legs urged him to stop. A quick detour won't hurt, he mused, turning onto the mysterious road. The path twisted and turned, leading him through an improbable forest that thickened with each curve, its branches knitting together to form a canopy that obscured the moonlight. The air felt heavier here, carrying an earthy musk and the whisper of leaves brushing together like ghostly fingers. His headlights caught glimpses of ominous shapes that seemed to loom and dance in the peripheries. The road spat him out at an end so abrupt it felt like an ambush. Before him lay an aged, dilapidated gas station, standing as if time had forgotten to take it away. There were no pumps, only skeletal frames where they should have been, and no signs whispered tales of travelers past. Mark stepped from the vehicle, his boots crunching on gravel and fallen leaves, adding to the singular soundscape dominated by a buzzing bulb, a lone sentinel in this forgotten place. Its light cast long, jittery shadows that seemed to twist and flex as if energized by malice. As he walked around, an unsettling realization crept over him. There was no way to go back. The road had vanished into the trees, leaving nothing but dense forest where he had once driven. Panic fluttered in his chest. He hurried back to the van, hoping its outdated GPS might offer salvation, but the screen showed only a black void with a pulsating red dot, where Mark stood. With no choice but to explore further, Mark returned to the station's forecourt. Behind the counter window, he saw a faded flyer of a local event dated 1957. As his eyes scanned the worn paper, a shuffle of footsteps resounded from the back rooms. "Hello," his voice cracked, followed by silence. He followed a narrow hallway, his footsteps echoing against the peeling walls. Each door he passed stood slightly ajar, revealing fragments of relics, a motel room crammed with moth-eaten furnishings, an office with yellowed paperwork, all hinting at lifelong vacated. Reaching the end, he found a door barred with wood across its frame. Curiosity gnawed at him as he pried the rotten slats away, revealing a staircase spiraling down into the darkness. A cold draft puffed from below, nipping at his skin. With a gulp, he descended, each step creaking ominously, leading to a subterranean chamber lit by dim, phosphorescent mushrooms that clung to stone like forgotten stars. Strange symbols adorned the walls, pulsing with an otherworldly glow. Suddenly, a presence made itself known, a figure, or the shadow of one, lingering at the periphery of the chamber. It seemed to flicker in time with the rooms, its form softly shifting. "Why have you come?" The voice was soft yet filled the room, resonating from all directions. I'm lost," Mark stammered, his breath frosting in the cool air. "You seek a path not for the feet," the voice whispered, closer now, as though a breath against his cheek. "Only the heart will guide you home." In a blink, the spectre vanished, leaving Mark alone with the melodies of silence. Compelled by something beyond understanding, he closed his eyes and listened, not with his ears, but with an inner awareness. He felt drawn, led by impulses rather than thought. Opening his eyes, Mark found himself standing once more on the forest road. The bewildering gas station, and its spectral shadows had surrendered him back to the world he knew. Breathing a shuddering breath, He looked over his shoulder to glimpse the exit, expecting its ephemeral existence to have vanished. It remained, a flickering beacon for the lost. As he turned away, the road ahead stretched vast and empty, promising the safety of familiarity yet haunted by the mystery he'd touched, a reminder that not all detours can be mapped nor understood. He drove on, never to return, though the memory lingered, a ghostly highway exit, whispering tales of those yet to arrive.